More updates from Implant Communications. For those of you who have contacted me about chronic fatigue or fibromyalgia, I have some news that might be of interest to you. I have started an herbal regime created by a doctor who had suffered a tick bite and got Lyme disease. Apparently Lyme and chronic fatigue/fibro are very closely related. It has to do with viruses/bacteria that are in the body that take your body's systems out of sync. The immune system goes on red alert and eventually burns out, making you allergic to everything and yes, leaving you susceptible to viral/bacterial attack. They have been targeting our immune systems for a long time, folks. I have used this regime now for over a week and I find my energy levels already improving. I can't run a marathon yet, but I find myself more inclined to get off the couch, which is an improvement. With the sun coming back in the summertime, I hope to make a full recovery. This doctor says a cure is possible within 3 to 6 months. Personally, I am excited about even the prospect of getting my life back and to stop limiting myself. I'll link in the website for this protocol. It's not cheap, but I'm willing to pay a king's ransom to be able to go for daily walks or to ride a bike again. For someone who used to complain about exercising, I now miss it very much. The other thing I've suspected healing my body will help me with is becoming more multidimensional. In fact, the other night I saw my portal again, only this time I saw something that looked like a multi-petaled flower and it was definitely gold. I'm starting to see color, which is exciting. Another thing that's happening is Ivo is still trying to get me off planet. If you read my report, you'll know the Draconians got in the way of that last couple times when we finally found a good spot for him to land. He's approached the Venusians to help him with this. I won't say when we'll do this because I know my channelings are followed by people who have a nefarious interest in stopping me, but we're working on a plan to get me off of this planet. I'm hoping that with my vantage point in the stars I'll be able to relay more information to the Ps that are interested in knowing what's really going on Earth. I'll be privy to classified information as well, but I'm sure there will be more things I'll be able to tell those in the P movement, at least those who will listen. It's ironic, frankly, that many believe in an entity such as God and they believe in Jesus, who was a master mystic and alchemist, but they may not believe that ETs exist. Whatever. I still feel it's important for you to understand what's going on Earth even if you are already of 5th dimensional frequency. Why? Because you can help. That's what you came here to do. Understand that this channel is even more heavily censored than it ever was, and you can expect all of our communication to stop at some point. You will stop seeing my videos even though you have subscribed and hit the notification bell. The DS doesn't care what you want, understand it wants to suppress messages by the alternative media, of which I would be one, and to force their lies upon you. This is because our messages don't align with their narrative, and to date their narrative on ETS is that they don't exist. As if. It's your choice. Like the 1,000 followers I had on Facebook, you can allow yourself to be cut off and wonder where I went to, or actively follow me on other channels like Rumble. If you think that I'd stop doing this for any reason, you don't understand what I have waiting for me, or should I say who I have waiting for me, when I continue to do this work. Of course I'm not going to stop. My work leads me to Ivo. I have a vested self-interest in continuing, so I'm not going to just whimsically disappear. If you believe that, then you were made to believe it. It wasn't me that told you. Besides everything else, then I will begin to get my real life back. Yes, my real life, that of being an extraterrestrial with multidimensional consciousness that comes from another planet. I have been slowly transitioning into this awareness since the day I was born. So have you. Living on Earth has been a question of walking away from this life and embracing multidimensionality. My health has stood in the way of that, so when I get it back, just watch. I'll be even more unstoppable. I'll have a lot to tell you once I'm on board that ship. I'm just salivating thinking about it. I was reminded yesterday when a friend conveyed to me their concern about thoughts in their head. I had to tell them that not all thoughts in your head are your own. Your mental mind vibrates at a certain frequency, a frequency that can be duplicated by many demonics and mind control technology. Your lower mind vibrates at a 3rd/4th dimensional frequency, and it is readily accessible by many nefarious ones that inhabit this planet along with us. This was known in the olden days before the Inquisition and the burning of the witches and subsequent dominance of church and state rubbed out most of the information that was available to so many in our Western world. Alternatively, many societies that did not embrace Western religion held on to this esoteric knowledge and have always worked to exorcise demons and clear energy, things we are learning to do now. Folks, I want to remind you that when you hear thoughts in your head of doing harm, they may not be your own thoughts. Sometimes they can be and you need to work on that. But if you hear thoughts that feel implanted, these can be your attachments trying to prompt you to create lush because these demonics feed off of your energy. Humans on Earth are exploited for their energy and their abilities, and this is one of the things we will have to nip in the bud coming soon. People have to learn that they are not evil, they've been taught that they are, and any thoughts of malevolence that seem to be interjected in their minds are not their own. It means your auric field, your energy field, is porous and you have been compromised by demonic attachments. We have all experienced this. That's why you have to do your inner work and work to clear these attachments, which is what I'll be doing for my friend today. Your mind is not your own. There are interlopers in there. Become sovereign and stop being a host to these malevolent beings. Let them go feed somewhere else or clear them and send them to the central sun. You have that power. Better yet, stay in a high vibe, a good mood, and give them indigestion if they try to roost. That's your best protection. Remember always, do not fear because that's the frequency they enjoy and they will do their utmost to upset you so they can feed off your energy. Yes, and that's another good point, these entities will go dormant periodically in order to digest their meal, but then will start up chaos in your life again in order to decrease your now increased energetic frequency. Or sometimes they just keep it going 24/7 because you're that powerful. Learning to use the violet flame, to call it in to purify your energy field, is also helpful. Link in the description. For a quick and easy way to get rid of them, go out in the sunshine. They hate direct sunlight. Sunlight clears your auric field easily. Think of it as a sun bath. Don't stay in this house all the time if you can avoid it. Sharon.